Orthobiologics are not really worth the hype. I think that's what we're going to discuss. We start with very difficult questions for the audience. How many of us would have treatment without surgery for the common man? You'll have 100 hands going up. Second question. How many want to be treated without painkillers amongst the common audience? There goes. So I think these questions really make us demigods. I can treat osteoarthritis without surgery. And that's the picture that is projected when we are trying to get a new fancy project or a fancy modality of treatment. But the reality can be really ghastly. Let's say, for example, Mr. Sham, a 43-year-old male with severe left more than right osteoarthritis. He has been injected with hyaluronic acid, PRP, GFCs, spent a ton. There's been a waste of money, time, and agony. The solution could have been simple. Remember, alignment scores over biology. So the moment you just correct his alignment with an HTO, he's much better. He's back to his activities. I've done both his HTOs for that reason. The reason, my dear friends, we would really venture out to fancy modalities of treatment is because of our peculiar Indian society with fear of surgery. The financial status is very variable. Rich are very rich, poor are very poor. Insurance cover has been non-penetrative at this point of time. The support system has been suboptimal. And it's a very gullible society. Iska operation acha hua, mera operation mat kijiyega. And here we are, if we don't inject, somebody else will. And that's the wrong mentality that we are into. There's a lot of quackery that goes around injections in the knee. And it's easy to get tempted by glossy web pages, pharma pursuits, and big promises. But the hard questions, my dear friends, is there any standardized protocol? What is the window of pain relief that I can promise my patients? What is the real chance of infection when we are going to inject so many things so frequently? And of course, what is the monetary burden? So once he is up for a definitive procedure, he does not have any money left. So where do we stand today? This is the paper that suggests that PRP, there's no standardization of dosage. What is the optimum number of platelets? What is the concentration? There's leukocyte-rich, poor, photoactivated GFCs, PRPs, but there is no adequate guideline. When we talk of mesenchymal stem cells, they could be marrow-derived, synovial-derived, or adipose-derived, but there's no meta-analysis that proves that the quality of evidence has been really good. They are also immunogenic, they cause swelling. There's also incidence of severe angina in some cases. When we talk of secretomes, which are meant to have less immunogenicity, there's still no guideline. They could be done in isolation, PRP with HA. We don't have any guidelines. So there's a controversy with MSCs, mesenchymal stem cells, regarding the source. What should be the number that should be injected? What should be the production protocol? How should they be administered? Intra-articular, arthroscopic, with or without a scaffold? What is the dose? What is the interval? There's no reproducibility of results. So the quality of evidence has been really poor. It's been fraught by high levels of bias, small sample sizes, inconsistent methods, and high costs. Gene therapy, it was fraught to have long-term results. We usually give in vivo therapy with adenoviruses, but there have been neutralizing antibodies that have been found with only 25% of the cells being left in the synovium. There's inconclusive evidence. They say that they only provide short-term pain relief with no alteration of long-term osteoarthritis. Hence, if you look at guidelines, even major arthritis societies like Osteoarthritis Research Society International, American Academy of Orthopaedic Surgeons, British Orthopaedic Associations, they do not fully endorse orthobiologics as of now. So we are in a myriad of conditions, orthobiologics, flashy terms coming by, whether we use PRPs, stem cells, gene therapy, GFCs, and the poor patient gets confused. Well, we are surgeons. Our job is to do something that will definitely help our young patients to give them pain-free quality of life in their productive years of life. Hence, the choice is yours, with a definitive surgery with good treatment results or a temporizing solution. I thank you for a patient hearing.